Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing something a little different. While I will still be playing Cyberpunk, as you know, if you've been watching, which I hope you guys at least check it out, my gameplay of Cyberpunk 2077, I finished the game. And I mean, shoot, I had so much fun playing this game. And now I want to talk about it. We'll be doing something a little different. Normally I just play the game. But I figured this time, let's talk about it. You know? And I think I'm going to start doing that when I finish a game. We'll talk about it, alright? So, I'll probably be titling this video something like Cyberpunk, My Opinion. Because I don't really make video essays. I'm not that smart. So, easiest way to start this video off is overall my opinion. I love the game. You would know that because I mean, shoot, I played it to completion. First game I beat on the channel is this one. I think playing it, or I might actually just title it "Playing Cyberpunk in the Modern Day." Like you just saw it. That was glitchy as hell. Cyberpunk is absolutely a fun game. If you like open world games, this is the game for you. Probably. If you like open world shooters. I mean, we all know it started out as a buggy mess of a game. Damn near unplayable on release. But Cyberpunk's got one of the most creative teams behind it. Had one of the most creative teams behind it. It's fun if you know, especially if you know what you want in it to do. It's a game about decisions. You can tell this is unscripted. I don't really like making those. But this is a game all about decision making and essentially moral choices. You play as the character, no matter whether you choose male or female, you'll always be V. And throughout the game, you're just trying to make a living and a name for yourself. You start out with your friend, Jackie, and as the mission goes wrong, Jackie dies. Spoilers. But throughout the story, V is still trying to make a living for him or herself, depending on which gender you pick. It's very inclusive if that's what you're into. I would definitely recommend this to my viewers to play. Whoever hasn't played it, I'd recommend it if this is your kind of game. Like I said, if you like a first-person shooter, this is your kind of game. But overall, I mean, the story, at least I like it. I know some of my friends don't. Some of my friends actually won't even play it because they remember it as the buggy shitstorm that it used to be. But that's part of the reason I'm making this video. The game has gone through so much development. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard of a game being fixed this well from the ground up. Though, that's not to say that the game has no faults. I'm pretty sure I have a couple of shorts that prove otherwise on my channel. You should check them out. Or just rewatch all of my streams, you know, help me out. But, I think for what you could expect, like, for instance, the driving still needs a little bit more work. Granted, I'm only half-assing it in the gameplay, but I think that the driving's still a little stiff in some cars, not all cars. But again, overall, like, I'm pretty sure if you watch my videos, you could agree, the driving is fine in the game. By the time you're at the end of the game, like I am, though, it is a little easy to beat the enemies. In the beginning, they're a little bullet spongy. They can be really freaking bullet spongy in the beginning. Granted, not like they used to be, but it is still a thing in my opinion. But overall, this is the game for me. This is my go-to game. Throughout my playthrough of the game, I would play it on my own private account off of YouTube because, shocker, not everything I do is on YouTube. As just my like have fun game. At the time I'm making and uploading this video, I believe my channel's moved on to Dishonored 2, I believe. At least that's the current plan. But I really do like the mechanics. Like, overall, by the end of the game, at least, combat's not too boring. They have so many cool upgrades in this game for V. Like, I think earlier in the gameplay, I used the slow down time ability. It's really dope. I really think it's cool. And I know that there's ways to upgrade it. I'm just not as creative as some of the other channels on YouTube. I just play the game the best of my ability. I wish, though, that like I knew things like that existed, or like the claw arms that I used in the last 3 playthroughs of the game. I wish that I actually paid attention enough to that. However, watching my videos or listening to this video, you'll know that it exists, so when you play, I hope you have some fun with it. And I mean, this is a game that, like, no matter what, no matter how many times you play it, there's always a different way to go. There's always a different gun you could use, or a different way. You could do different challenges. And that's what I really like in a game. Like, I would have never thought that double jumping was a thing, which I believe I'm doing right now in the gameplay. Like, it's just so many different ways to play, so many different angles. You could play V as a sentimental character or just as a straight up dickhead. You can be the hero or you can be the anti-hero. I don't really think you can necessarily be a villain because he seems at least a relatively kind soul. But like, there is no limit to what you can do. I will say I do kind of like that they changed the armor system from what it was, because I have seen it for what it was. It's not good. Oh, it wasn't good. Back when it was like you had to dress stupid to even have decent armor. However, with the updates that came after, you know, armor system as a whole kind of changed. And I mean, again, as you can see in the video, like, you're a bit overpowered by the end of it. 2 hits, typically, from your fists, a fully upgraded fist, and you can drop most common enemies. Except for Arasaka, but we're not going to talk about that, because the last time I thought I was overpowered, well, that didn't really go well. Check my streams. But yeah, no, this game is really fun, and I know I'm saying that a lot, but I genuinely mean it. I can't think of the last game that made me feel this way, except for maybe, like, GTA back when it was new in 2013. It's kind of recaptured that. It's a little clunkier, though, than I'd like. Granted, GTA wasn't always the best either, in my opinion. But, you know, that's what this video is. It's my opinion. And in my opinion, this game is really freaking good. It's not the best game I've ever played. Like I said earlier, it has its flaws. I mean, feeling overpowered is cool, but at the same time, like, nobody wants to just boom, boom, done. You know? And I mean, you're very bullet spongy. It kind of takes the threat away from entering fights. And I mean, the whole fist thing does sort of feel like the guns are obsolete by the end of the game. So these are my critiques of it. It's not all positives, but no game really is. It's a really fun game, though, to get immersed into. Overall, I would say I'd rate the game like a solid 8, maybe even a solid 9. Because, again, I can't tell you the last time I had this kind of fun in a game. It's taken some of the best elements, in my opinion, from games that were like it. Similar games, like, it's taken the fun aspect of of anyone who plays first person in GTA. Could probably relate to that sentence. It's taking the fun aspect of like the first person shooting in GTA, or most first person shooter games, and it's just kind of upped it, because in this world, like you can see, there is a ton of difference. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. Multitasking is a little hard for me. But in this world of cybernetics, like, you can get hacked, which is really cool. And I think it's a really dope feature. I think overall, there are enough interesting things to set it apart, so it's not like, hey, look, it's another GTA clone. You know, it's like, oh, hey, look, it's Cyberpunk. You know? And I feel like in a world where a lot of games are becoming more stale the longer you play them, it's nice to see a game that's still holds up and honestly has gotten better the longer I played it. Granted, most games should get better, but not every game does. It's nice to play a game that feels like it cares from a developer that cares about their audience. Not every developer does, I can promise you that. In this game, it's like, you know, URV. That's the real fun. Like, it's really immaculate when it comes to storytelling. When Jackie dies, I actually kind of did tear up a little bit, but I'm also a little baby back bitch, so I don't know. But, like, you feel Johnny's anger at the end of, more spoilers, you feel Johnny's anger, though, by the end of my playthrough, when I choose to not go with his plan. And he's just like, alright, well, fine, you're alone then, bye, V. And then, when you see him again, at the very end of the game, it's like, you know, he's pissed, and you can tell why. You know why, because you picked it. Knowing that Johnny might have had your interest at heart. Which, I don't know. I didn't play that ending. I'll probably get to it, but I wanted to make it from my experience in the moment to where I am now. I thought that'd be fun. I will say I wasn't expecting the dark outcome. Another spoiler. But by this point, I mean, you're at Spoiler City, dog. I'll even probably title spoilers in the title just for the people who need it. But, I mean, you know why Johnny's angry. You can feel... Well, damn. But you can feel Johnny's anger at you. And I mean, honestly, I kind of felt bad. That, like, shit, well, what did I miss out on? Maybe Johnny was just trying to help. I don't know about other people's playthroughs, but I know in mine, I honestly didn't like really using the cars. Not because I didn't think their car system was good, but genuinely because I was so immersed in what I could find on the streets of Night City that I didn't really want to miss anything. Like, I'm having so much fun playing through it. I've had so much fun playing it. I mean, the live streams alone, I've clocked in 30-something hours. And after the end of this video, we'll probably have, like, a solid 32, 33, depending on how many hours, because, I mean, I know the gist. And that also, of course, depends how long this video even is. But, I don't know, this game will definitely always probably, hold a special spot in my heart for just being different. It's not it doesn't feel very cookie cutter. Like I said, for me at least, gaming was kind of stale until I started streaming this. I like to find games on my channel that I want to stream, not just like I know I'll get views doing Minecraft, and I didn't really get a lot of views playing Cyberpunk over and over. But I had so much fun that I just couldn't help it. The game genuinely feels better than a lot of the other games on my channel so far, up to this point. And honestly, I would absolutely be down to play it again, pick different modes, go down different routes, if that's what the my audience would want. However, at the same time, at some point, I knew I'd have to stop playing this game and move on to another topic. And I can also tell you that my current plan is, next time I will script out a little bit better what it is I want to say about the games I play, what it is I want to do. I'll try my best to every so often make a poll on what you guys want to watch, what you guys want to see. But overall, I normally always pick whatever game makes me happy in the moment. Because I feel like if I'm not happy what I'm doing, I won't want to make the video.
What is it? Hello?
I really hope, though, that you guys enjoyed my gameplay of this.
Shit.
And I can tell you that, honestly, I'll probably bring Cyberpunk back. I'll most likely be getting the DLC at some point. And just because I'm making this video detailing my experiences with Cyberpunk, don't mistake that for the end of Cyberpunk on the channel. It's not ending yet. At least not until I finish all of these missions, not until I finish everything I can. Because, like, one, I want to squeeze every morsel of gameplay out of this game. But two, like I said, like I've been saying, like I won't shut up about, this game's freaking fun. It's not exactly my favorite, like my #1 favorite game, but it is on that list. Like, I'd say it's top 3. But, yeah. Back to the topic at hand, though. I know, I ramble, as you guys will learn. Back to the topic, though. I think there is some room for improvement. Like, honestly, in another gameplay of it, maybe I'll take off some of the stuff that's like making me just sheerly overpowered. Like, the game is fun, but at the same time, I don't want to be like a wrecking ball every time. But honestly, maybe I'll just leave it on and see how it goes. But it is a bit like, I don't know, it does take a little bit away from the game when every time I play it, I am this unbeatable thing. There is no sense of danger after a while. Another thing that I would personally want improved in the game is, you know, a new game plus. I think that would be super fun. I never look into the games I play. I've always just hopped on. Granted, the most I look into them is like what genre they are, because I personally really like open world. I personally really like open world games. Hence why I knew Cyberpunk was going to be one of my favorites, because not only is it open world, it's open world and heavily open choice, you know? And if you like open world games and you don't like it when something's super scripted, like, none of my jokes are scripted. I make up bull on the fly every time. You like things like that? Well, then welcome to the channel. I hope you subscribe. I hope you guys come back for more. However, if you're a subscriber already and you don't like that kind of stuff, well, I mean, expect my content is what I'm saying. Like, this is what you can expect the future of this channel to look like. After every game is finished, even if it's not a full completion, it's... Every time I get to the end of a series, I will give you my thoughts. I'll make a whole video. And, you know, I hope you guys like that. But to sum up everything, Cyberpunk is a really fun game. It has its faults. It's had heavy faults in the beginning of its life, but it's the game creators, the game devs, loved their community enough to actually implement their changes that they were saying they would make in a relatively well-timed fashion, I would argue. And what they produced is one of the best games I've ever played. And I think it's one of the most fun games I currently have on my channel. It's an emotional roller coaster. You feel amazing for V when he wins. You worry about him when he loses. And I mean, shoot, you can definitely say V loses plenty of times. Like, the connections that he makes in this game, I absolutely love to see. Like, Panam, I did not want her involved in the last mission because I'm fairly certain she was going to die, and that's just depressing. But from what I know about the game, though, V doesn't exactly win in the end. In the endings I got, he either killed himself or he's killed himself. Like, it's a really sad thing, but this isn't exactly the kind of game that you win. When you beat the game, like, it's essentially just V either dying or having a neutral ending is like the best way to put it. Like, V isn't a character that's meant to win. His condition is probably, for lack of a better term, terminal. He's dead. He's going to die. And there's not much he can do about it. There's not much the audience can. Which is sad. But I mean, to be expected, honestly. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the ramblings of a madman who just wanted to say, in short, I really like this game. It's really fun. And I hope you guys look forward to more of these, except, you know, a little bit more written out. It'll be a little less, I like this game, and more, alright guys, so let's talk about why we like this game. Anyway, you guys are really cool, and thank you so much for 61 subscribers. And I hope we hit more in the future. I wasn't exactly in the greatest space when I started my channel, but through gaming and through the few people I have subscribed to me, I mean, oh, you guys helped me. And my goal as a content creator is to make videos that help you. I want to make a space where the people who watch my videos can talk freely on how they want, about what they want, and they won't feel like they'll be judged by me or by anyone in my community. You know, so I hope you guys really enjoy this channel. Thank you guys for helping me to meet and help you. Anyway, I would love it if you guys could join the Discord. And I would really love it if you guys come back for more of my content. If it's your thing. I mean, if not, you know, sorry, I hope you find your channel. Anyway, you guys know the outro. Bye. Until next time.